Hi, Maggie. As we kick off the new year, a lot of clients have been reaching out to us, and everyone is kind of wondering, when is the best time to buy a house this year? What kind of house should we consider in 2024? So in today's market update, we're going to dive deeper into a review of the data from last year, 2023, and look at the major trends for 2024. And you know what? We're also going to discuss smart strategies for buyers with different budgets in 2024. Before we start, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Let's first take a look at the market data. Focusing on the residential data for King County in December, the median sales price for properties in December was $849,950, a 3% increase from last year. Now, when we look at inventory, there were only 582 new listings in December, a 17% decrease from last December. Pending sales in December were 1,017, down 10% from 2022. The active inventory at the end of December was only 1,217, which is a 35% decrease from 2022 as well. Reviewing this data for 2022 and 2023, it's interesting to see a 10 to 30% decrease in listings and sales due to rising mortgage rates, leading to even lower inventory levels compared to recent years. The Seattle housing market has become, let's say, a game for only a few due to the 10 to 30% drop in listings, sales, and inventory compared to 2022. Prices, although slightly lower than the 2022 peak, have remained relatively high. An interesting note here is the condo market in Seattle has been quite active over the past 6 months. According to NWMS data, condo sales in King County increased by 21% in December compared to last year, and the median sales price rose by 15%. This is likely due to people shifting from houses to more affordable options due to budget constraints under high mortgage rates. So, should we still buy a house in 2024? How can we make a smart home purchase? Before answering that, let's talk about 3 major trends for 2024. First, mortgage rates are expected to decrease slightly in 2024. According to Freddie Mac, rates have already fallen from a high of 7.79% in October to 6.6% now. The Federal Reserve and various institutions are signaling further rate cuts. This is the 3rd consecutive FOMC meeting that resulted in a rate hike pause, keeping the benchmark interest rate range between 5.25% and 5.5%. Although Fed Chairman Jerome Powell said again at a post-meeting press conference that inflation is still well above the Fed's long-term sustainable 2% target rate. Policymakers released updated economic projections with a lower rate range in 2024 that included 3 cuts by year's end, implying rate hikes are over for this cycle. And most institutions predict a slow decrease in rates, reaching 6 to 6.5% by the end of 2024. Although the current rate of 6.66% hasn't dropped much, any decrease will attract more buyers, though. I believe it's a great idea to buy now while rates are temporarily low and most people haven't even reacted yet. Since December, we've been helping clients finding good deals on homes. Second, the market in 2024 is expected to be more active than in 2023. The real estate market is all about supply and demand. Since the rate drop, we've seen a significant increase in buyer demand. On the supply side, according to Redfin's latest report, 88.5% of U.S. homeowners have mortgage rates below 6%, meaning they are less likely to sell, contributing to the lock-in effect. However, staying put indefinitely isn't realistic for most. The proportion of homeowners with rates below 6% has fallen from historical highs. Many sell due to job relocation, divorce, or other reasons, not waiting for rates to return to 3%. Additionally, many who bought houses in recent years have seen their assets appreciate significantly and now can upgrade. For example, a client of mine bought a house in the suburbs a few years ago and now wants to move to a better school district and a more central area. Her initial down payment and the house's appreciation enable her to make a 50% down payment on a new home, even with a higher interest rate. Increased demand and supply should make the market more active than in 2023, but issues like limited supply and inventory shortages will persist through 2024. House prices in the Seattle area are more likely to rise in 2024 as well. CoreLogic's chief economist, Selma Happ, said that strong home price gains over the course of the year indicate that home prices in most Washington states have fully recovered from 2022 losses and are reaching new highs once again. Mason Virant, Associate Director of the Washington Center for Real Estate Research at the University of Washington, expects home prices to tick up 1% to 2% statewide and 1.5% to 3% in pricier areas like Seattle and Bellevue in 2024. And Matthew Gardner, former chief economist at Windermere, said his tentative forecast is that the price of single-family homes for sale in King County will rise about 3% in 2024. I think a 3% increase is a reasonable but yet still conservative forecast given the slight decrease in mortgage rate and the increased market activity. So, what's the most cost-effective way to buy a house in 2024? Here are some suggestions based on different budgets. If your budget is relatively low, say under $800,000, it's tough to find a good single-family home in Bellevue, Redmond, Kirkland, or Seattle. For those primarily concerned with commuting and living, consider buying a townhouse or a second-hand condo. With budgets decreasing, condos might see good appreciation in the next couple of years. For those working remotely or in the suburbs, consider a second-hand single-family or townhouse nearby. Renovating these can also add value instantly. If your budget is between $800,000 and $1.5 million, you can find small single-family homes from the 90s or brand new ones in Seattle. Or consider a new townhouse for a good living experience. In this price range, you might also find a single-family home in Bellevue, Redmond, Kirkland, but be prepared for intense bidding. Make sure not to limit yourself to just one area. Consider new or nearly new homes in like Bothell, Newcastle, and other suburbs. For those with a higher budget, around $2 million or more, there are many options for you. If you're looking for a great living experience, you can find a brand new 4,000 square feet luxurious single-family homes in the suburbs. For a prime location, there are good single-family homes in Seattle and Eastside even within 30 years old. For sellers, we have some advice as well. If you need to sell, the market recovery this year suggests that April to June will be a good time to sell. If you're upgrading, consider borrowing a bridge loan to buy before selling. This service isn't exclusive to any company. It's available through banks as well. If you have an investment property with a 2 to 3% rate, we advise holding on to it, renting it out, or waiting for more appreciation, as it's unlikely we'll see rates that low again anytime soon. Overall, the market in 2024 is likely to be more active, offering more choices for buyers, but still presenting challenges. I advise that Seattle's real estate future looks bright, so if you are committed to settling in Seattle, it's never too late to get a home and start accumulating your equity here. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to thumbs up. For more information on Seattle's real estate, please subscribe to our channel. I'm Maggie. See you next time.